This is another best of Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. Let's get into the video.
I talk about dress size, not weight.
Okay, dress size, it's still in the same correlation.
No, it's not. It is absolutely not. You can wear dress size 6 or dress size 4 and have a different body composition because muscle weighs more than fat. See, I've accounted for
So
that.
you do know that.
Well, look here,
But you're not
smartass.
muscle.
I'm the fucking image consultant, and I'm about to make a real bad day for you if you don't check that smart ass mouth talking to a grown damn man.
They all think they're the shit, man. Even below basic hoes like her with those goofy Harry Potter glasses. They all think they're the shit.
Many modern women today suck
Kevin
at
was a G,
communication.
man.
And you want to know why, ladies?
Kevin's a
because
G.
of this thing right here. Men overwhelmingly tell me that they have cut off communication and interaction with women that they thought had the potential to go all the way because of this shit right here. If you're a woman and you would rather text than talk, you got a problem. How many of you women who call yourself career women and you talk like, well, the reason I text is because I'm so busy. Shut the fuck up. I mean that. Shut the French toast up. You're not busier than my top guys over here.
Facts.
We are busier than y'all ever will be. You just
Especially if a woman. My mom was watching a couple of my episodes and she's like, you say motherfucker a lot. You swear a lot. And I agree that if you swear too much, it takes away from the message. So I try to not swear as much as I possibly can. But sometimes it's just difficult with these hoes. So if if a woman tells you she's busy, that means she's got other things that she prioritizes over you. That could be her work. That could be her cat. But it could also be another guy. So if a woman's flaky, move on to the next one. She's not worth your time. She's just delaying or she's trying to... you can't negotiate attraction. And what she's trying to do is see if you'll qualify more and if she'll end up liking you more. Or she's trying to keep you in the rotation. Or she maybe thinks that you're valuable in one way, shape, or form. So she's going to friend zone you eventually. And get the benefits that she would get out of you anyways if she was sucking your dick. Minus sucking your dick. So don't fall for that shit, guys. Know your value, know your worth. Walk away. If a woman doesn't like you, you can't negotiate attraction. Don't waste your time.
do not have the ability to connect your emotions with your communication.
Well, I could be cooperative submissive without being yes sir, no sir. Do I have to
See
be?
that?
Yo, with a face like hers, bro, she should be saying yes, sir, no, sir. That's the only way a man of any caliber would settle with her. Why would you want to deal with her any other way? At least she's a homely looking bitch, so she should be at least homely. Like, take care of the home. Yes, sir, here you go. Here's your coffee. Here's your breakfast. Here's your sandwich. Yes, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir. A woman like that shouldn't even be talking like this, man. But this is what Western society has created now.
There's that. See.
But I'm not
You got literal orcas now with attitudes.
going for somebody who's
So,
6'6".
no.
Cat lady. Look, she already has a cat, bro. This shit writes itself, man. She says present and future cat lady.
Okay, you don't know what time.
These women are bound to have cats. Females with her mentality. I mean, if she was really fucking hot, I can see she'll probably get a man. She's on Kevin's show because she wants a man. They're all on Kevin's show because they want a man. They can't figure out why they can't get none. Because you have a bad attitude and you're overweight and you got goofy ass glasses. You're destined to be a cat lady. You're doomed to be a cat lady. Most of you females who have this kind of attitude, especially if you look like her, you're doomed. Because no man wants to deal with you. Especially if you're not hot. Yeah, there's that Cardi B song, I don't cook, I don't clean, let me tell you how I got this ring. Cardi B is cute. She's totally fuckable. She's got a banging body. Cute in the face. A woman like her can still get a ring. If she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean. Even though she does cook and she cleans. There's video of her doing so, and she doesn't let her own daughter listen to her music. But that's besides the point. Don't let women like her or Cardi B even fool you, ladies. You need to have some qualities, especially if you're not like super hot as a female. You need to have some homely qualities or obedience or femininity or some level of cooperation, or you're doomed to be a goofy looking cat lady like this girl.
Fuck me. You're already showing problems right now.
She's showing her dick, bro. Most of these women have dicks.
Right now, you're already showing them.
And I mean that metaphorically and even literally these days, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Glad you got a cat. You may want to hold that motherfucker for a while.
Facts! Facts, bro. I called it. I called that shit, bro.
I'm not single. I'm not single.
You're not married.
That just means she's getting fucked. When these ladies say, I'm not single, that means some guy's laying the pipe on her. And none of these women are ever single. And so she thinks because she can get dick, she can also get a ring. And nothing is further from the truth. Because we'll fuck anything. A lot of guys are desperate and thirsty these days enough to fuck a girl like this and keep her in the rotation. So she thinks because I can get the D, I can also get commitment. You're a
That
fool!
one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if you do, just have it in the GC. Press X, you faggot.
You know, at this current moment in my life, and I want to be selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Make a baby.
Why did I make a baby? One, I was young. Two,
Doesn't matter.
You were 24.
That's not that
yeah,
young.
so
You weren't young. You said you want to be
It's 24 is young, but it's not fucking young enough that you don't know what you're doing, bro. At 24, I had like 4 employees, an office, a condo that I owned in Mississauga. You're not a kid at 24.
selfish, and I'm just sitting.
But they always say, "Oh, I was young, I was dumb, that's why I had the kid." It doesn't matter. You have the kid now. You gotta fucking face the music. It's not my problem. I'm not gonna fucking. What she's trying to do is basically say it doesn't matter if I have a kid. Guys should want me anyways. They should want me and my little Aiden. But that's not how the world works. Especially if you're a high value guy, you don't want no single baby mom.
Listen, I'm like, you're a mother.
yeah, selfish for my daughter. Reason
No, you
two.
haven't said for your daughter. You
For the
said. No, you don't, man. I hear very well.
Oh, so you're a single mom in your 30s now, probably. You got a receding hairline because of how tightly you do your braids. And now you're talking about, oh, I'm going to be selfish now. And I'm still going to get the results I want when it comes to a man. Good luck with that shit.
Very well. And you only brought your daughter up when I called it out. What are you doing in your single years is going to help you become a wife?
Work on myself. Work on what my priorities, my goals, my
Bullshit.
My.
Me.
Johnny Gill ass. My, me.
Exactly, bro. All these bitches are about
Listen to this
me.
selfishness.
I'm proud. I'm proud. If you want to say I'm being selfish, okay, I'm finally being selfish. I was
Good. Die alone. You can be proud.
Exactly. Die alone. She's going to be a cat lady.
Guys that talk about this kind of stuff end up having their channels demonetized, their views skewed off, their channels just aren't as popular. Why is that?
Yeah, guys, same with my channel. I've been getting strike after strike after strike, and when I appeal it, they eventually grant my appeals because I do nothing wrong. But they always take down all my videos on YouTube. So guys, please go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot. It takes time and effort to make these videos. I could be doing anything in downtown Toronto. I got 2 Benzes parked downstairs. I could be out there getting ladies, getting drunk Saturday night. But I'm out here making these videos. So please smash the like button and share it with your friends. That helps us out a lot. Press the share button, copy the link, put it on Insta, put it on Twitter, whatever platform you're on.
Now, women who
Because they don't want the truth out. And I'm constantly fighting YouTube bots. And I don't mean computer AI bots. I mean human NPCs who keep taking down my streams. So please go ahead and share with your friends, like the video. That helps me out a lot.
talk about women's stuff and women's empowerment, you know, those channels get millions of views and subscribers, but guys that have
Because any femme-centric content is promoted, but anything for guys or men's mental health is demoted. Anywhere where we're speaking our minds or saying our truth, even though I don't think there's such a thing as subjective truth. The truth is the truth. But it's a phrase. It's a phrase that it's a phrase that Western liberals like to use. So I'm using it back on them. Once you speak your truth, they take you off their platform, or they demonetize you, or they keep striking down your videos for no fucking reason.
the nerve to talk about, guy, put yourself first, empower yourself, be a man, take charge of your own life, be confident, intelligent, assertive, be learned. I mean, all that stuff. You would think that would be a good thing. No. It's a
No, because masculine traits are shunned and looked down upon. Any traditional or basic masculinity is looked down upon and is seen as a threat these days in 2022.
It's challenging to the system.
Exactly.
The system we were raised. I was raised in that simp system. I've grown up with.
We've all been raised in a simp system. From our education, from K to 12 to university, where most of our teachers are women. The way the classroom is designed so females can learn. There's nothing wrong with that. But guys, we're not good at sitting down and learning. We're more hands-on creatures. That's why women excel in education now, because the whole way of education, where you sit down in a classroom for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours a day, was designed for females so that women could get educated. And nothing wrong with that. That's completely fine. But it's not tailored for men. And that's why we're not doing so well in education. And we still, personally me, I'm a high school dropout. But as you can look around me, I did pretty well for myself.
Nerds and tech.
So education is overrated anyways, guys. Especially if you have kids. Send them to private school if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, homeschool them. Because the public education system is a fucking joke. And everybody knows it.
And put them in a physics class or chemistry class or whatever, they do this. But as soon as they leave the classroom, they suck. They don't have people skills. So what do?
And they don't have real life
on
skills.
Intelligence. And then they get mad because they cannot influence people to do what they want them to do. This is why companies are not ran by the most intelligent men on the planet. They're not run by the most intelligent people. They're run by the people with the best people skills. The difference between the CEO and you is not
sense.
IQ. It's EQ. Know-how versus know you and knowing people. You said you have other men who want to marry you.
Who would love to, yes.
And how do you know they want to marry you? What exactly have they said?
So I have one guy who says, I've been knowing you for a long time. We take our time. One day you will be my wife, but we have to take our time.
Because he wants the pussy.
How long have you
He's
known this
smashing.
man?
12 years?
He wants to keep you around in his
That's
rotation.
called game.
Exactly.
And now you're asking
Exactly.
for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
Oh, that's the
Why
average.
can't
at
you
best
just get a
chick.
man that's an average guy?
And-
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're
control.
gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone.
They want to be conditionally submissive. They want to be submissive to only the top dudes, which is understandable, but they don't understand that they don't qualify for the top dudes.
Straight up.
And look, she's on her phone again.
Because you think you're better than
It's like a shield from the truth. Whenever he says something, I watched the whole interview or the whole Zoom meeting that they had, and I did a whole video dedicated to this. But she uses the phone as a shield. It protects her from the truth.
men that you qualify for. And the only
Exactly.
reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. Men don't
Facts.
care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids.
Yep.
And you're average.
Yep.
I appreciate how calm you are. You have a nice, calm sense about you. And I understand human anatomy a little bit, and I love your shows. They're very informative. It's great information to take. I'm a 6-year vegan. I don't know if you know too much about that, but I like to get that out.
Whenever someone leads with vegan, bro, fucking run. They're like virtue signaling. He just hung up on her, bro. Kevin's a G, bro.
See, this is what this OnlyFans economy has done. It's let women with really low functioning knowledge, no high value or high ticket skills.
That's not.
I also think people should look into his death, because the circumstances around her death, the circumstances around his death, were a little bit suspicious. He had some woman over, he had some drinks with her, and all of a sudden he had a heart attack. And then she calls 911, and he's dead by the time they get there. So the whole situation was a little bit strange. So I'm not saying for sure I know there was something shady that happened. I don't know. I wasn't there. I have no idea. But it's a little bit suspect, is what I'm saying. And people should look into it.
Low functioning knowledge.
Well,
None of
let's
business
talk.
has
Okay.
what-
Every time I've asked you any question about business, and you've asked me a question instead of answering me. And I said, well, what OnlyFans has done is it's created a bubble economy. Women are rushing to OnlyFans thinking that it's the new .com, the new real estate, and they're realizing that there is no sustainable way to project this out for over 5 years. Now, maybe you don't know that knowledge, but I do.
But as a man that you don't even know her, you have no place to tell her how and where to invest her money, how to make her
I
money.
didn't tell her where anything. I just asked what she was doing.
You notice how combative they are right off the bat? They just don't like a man telling them anything. They think it's mansplaining if you give them data and stats.
And this is what I mean.
Please let him make
What
his
I
point.
do
That's
know
good.
is of all the business people on this platform, the people who are going to have long-term success are not you.
Okay, so I'll see. You're saying it's not me. We'll see.
Yeah, ladies, the party only lasts till you're about 29, 30. And then after that, guys don't really want to look at old pussy. If we're going to still pay $10.99 a month or whatever simps are paying on OnlyFans, we'd rather look at some 21-year-old's ass. And that's just facts. The
We'll
party
see
doesn't last forever.
if I won't be successful. I feel like
So invest your money, ladies. If you're doing OnlyFans, invest your fucking cash. Because that pussy is going to get stale at some point.
you said you were being respectful, but you weren't. As a man, I feel like you have no place to tell women how to make their money. And then you're referring to it as a sex industry. Just because you have OnlyFans doesn't mean you're having sex on it. You could be cooking on OnlyFans. You could do whatever you want. So I just feel like I'm just offended. And it's not just towards me, it's towards women, because men have no place at all to say how women should and
We
shouldn't.
have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in. This is what
Facts.
tends to happen when, whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram.
From the mic and the headphones she's using, to the building she's sitting in, to the table, to the fucking computers that are running this podcast, everything was built by men. Yet they sit here and they fucking talk shit about men and demonize us. Even though we built the whole civilization that they now enjoy, and that they can even have these opinions, these dumbass opinions of theirs, broadcasted. It's because of men.
And when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended. They call themselves experts and business owners and everything else. You're online strippers.
Exactly, bro. Bitches these days will have an OnlyFans or even have a nail business where they do nails from home, or they put hair extensions on from their apartment, and they say, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a CEO. Boss bitch. Cap, bro. It's not a real business.
But make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. And it's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism.
Yeah.
This is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw
Exactly.
them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street.
And it's men who are giving them the money in the first place on OnlyFans. It's all these only fucking simp betas who give these women all this money. They only have their money also because of men. Yet they sit there and talk shit.
Anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business, to be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy. You're taking what the world has given you, your creator has given you, and you put it online. Thank men for building the internet, the computers, the smartphone, and everything else that allows you to sit up in your luxury apartment and get paid for showing your feet. We did that. You did.
Facts.
That's what happens every time one of you little crybabies gets called out here on the platform you came to get attention you asked for. When you get more smoke than you're willing to handle, you want to cry and stomp off. Every new person thinks just because they have the dope content, they've got the fucking key. And there's more that goes into it than just turning on a camera and saying, hi, I'm on YouTube, hi, I'm on Facebook, hi, I'm on OnlyFans. It takes planning, it takes work, it takes strategy. It
Yep.
takes business knowledge. It takes collaboration. It takes a lot of things that you obviously don't have. Carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
He was too good, man. He's a wordsmith.
Why'd you
Kind of
end
like
it?
me also.
Sex. I wasn't happy sexually.
You can't make this up,
if
folks.
I'm being
You
honest.
can't make this up, folks. Ma'am, die alone. 10 years a man invested in you, and you left him because of sex. Die alone. Sir, if you're listening, do not take her back.
I mean, would you like to know why?
No. I know you had 10 years, and I know you ain't going to, the chances of you finding somebody on his level or higher is infinitesimally small. But
Especially
women
now that
today
you're older.
Feel like because they can get attention and or sex that they can go replace a suitable man.
Yep.
Outside of sex, did he have good character?
No.
I don't buy that one because you said you did it because of sex, not because of character. I've been doing this too long.
I mean, our relationship wasn't perfect. There was, you know,
They lie to make themselves look better. You got to watch out for that. You know? Even women I respect in my life, they do that too, man. They'll lie to make themselves look good, or they're experts at marketing. All women come out of the womb PhD at marketing. They know how to make themselves look good, use the right words.
None of them are. That's what a relationship is. Why did you think the market was full of six-figure men who would be interested in marrying a woman like yourself?
I guess it's wishful thinking, if I'm honest. But I mean, I
It
didn't
is.
think there
It
would
is.
be men just falling at my feet.
But it was enough for you to get rid of something that you both were in for 10 years.
I think that we both deserve to be happy all around the board. And
And that's fuck your happiness, exactly. These women, man, in Western societies, they've been taught that happiness is the highest virtue. That's the ultimate goal to achieve. And what ultimately makes you happy, for me personally, is the journey of life. It's not even a set goal or a car that I want or a condo that I want. Yeah, it's nice to have the things that you want, but eventually you keep wanting more. Now that I have this condo, I want a mansion. Now that I have the Benzes, I want a Lambo. And it's just how it is. So ultimately, and same with women, you know, you get like 2-3 girls, you're like, okay, I want this one, I want this one. It's a constant, it's a never-ending void. But Western society propagates that you are always constantly on this pursuit of happiness, mostly to promote consumerism. And this is the result of that. She put in 10 years with a man, and a man put 10 years in with her, and she left him because the sex wasn't good. This is modern women now. So as a man, would you want to get married these days, especially in a Western society when you have so much to lose? As a man, you lose half your shit. And before any woman goes, oh, but women lose shit in divorce too. Very, very rarely. And that's because the woman in that case makes more than the man, which is very, very rare. As we know, because of hypergamy, women do not, generally speaking, date and or marry men who make less than them. Hypergamy goes across and up social hierarchies, not down. Men will date and marry down. We don't care. That's why if a king marries a woman, she becomes queen. But if a queen marries a man, that's just the queen's husband.
Relationships aren't about happiness.
So I would suggest guys don't get married, especially if you're in a Western country. Avoid marriage if possible. Do your religious ceremony. Do your nikah if you're Muslim. Do a church ceremony if you're Christian. Do it in your temple if you're Jewish, your synagogue. But keep the government out of it. Because you have too much to lose. And there's hoes like her out there. Below basic hoes. Because a lot of you guys, you'll date below basic bitches like her. Thinking, okay, well, at least she's going to be loyal. Maybe she's not in high demand. So she's going to stick with me. Even this bitch got simps in her DMs. And it makes her think she can leave her man of 10 years. Because there's something better out there. There might be something better out there. But only for sex. Only dick. You're not gonna get a commitment out of those men. These hoes are so
Marriage is
stupid.
business. Happiness is why the black community is dying. Because you women
And the
bought
West
this
is dying.
feminism, independence, happiness, Disney shit. Man who's making $350,000 makes $1 million in 3 years. Why do you need a man who's making that kind of money?
It's for the future of my kids' lineage.
Then why didn't you focus on getting married when you were younger and lighter?
I did focus on that.
But it fell through.
Correct.
Why?
She's most likely just being a hoe. Most of these women in their early 20s are in their hoe phase. They don't even think about marriage till they're 29, 30, and by that time, most of the good prospects are already gone. Like the guys that would have taken them seriously when these chicks were 20, 21 are not around anymore for anything serious. They'll still bang them, but there are many, many reasons why a 29, 30-year-old woman is not a good prospect for marriage. Well, generally speaking, in the West, they all have high body counts. Number two, and the most important reason in my opinion, for me personally, is the fact that 90% of a woman's eggs are gone by 29, 30. So if you want to have kids and multiple children like I do, you can't do that with a chick who's 29, 30. But they don't seem to understand this, and they think their career matters more.
After the proposal, we just didn't see eye to eye.
What does that mean?
Just on certain.
All right, I got other people coming in. I'm starting to get the BS vibes, man.
I think I've seen this one before.
And I don't feel like doing this with you. At the end of the day, if you were engaged to somebody who had all this money and it didn't work out, who broke off the engagement?
I broke off the engagement.
You broke it off. There you go.
Yeah, that's my fault. But
You notice how she said he first? Watch.
Money and it didn't work out. Who broke off the engagement?
She said he first, so he broke it up.
I broke off the engagement.
You broke it
And then
off.
she
There
says
you go.
she broke it up.
Who broke off the engagement?
I broke off the engagement.
You broke it off. There you go.
Yeah,
Lying
that's
asshole.
my fault. But
I bullshit.
I'm tired.
That's what made Kevin so popular. Is he called out these females on their bullshit and cap.
Guys trying to
Rest in
fucking
peace, Kevin
cheat.
Samuels. You
You're
will be
going
missed,
to have
sir.
to do the
You will be
self-improvement
missed.
work. You could be a naturally pretty motherfucker. You can. You can be a pretty dude. You can be a handsome dude. If your mouthpiece
Like
is off,
me.
if your hygiene is messed up, if
That's
you're
true.
an asshole, you ain't gonna win.
He's wrong about the asshole part. You can be an asshole and have all the other attributes and still win.
If you're single and no kids and not working at least 60 hours a week, you're lazy.
Kevin Samuels actually himself is a reformed nice guy. He used to be a nice guy, and then he became kind of a bad boy when he started calling these bitches out, and that's what made him famous and popular. If you look at his old videos, he talks and looks different than he did in his last few years of work.
Guess what? You're lazy. I don't want to hear any more this bullshit about quality of life and life is to be lived. Yeah, to be lived for average. You can live that average C life, that D life, but stop thinking you should have 8s, 9s, and 10s and be eating
Facts.
steak and lobster and riding good, flying good, living good. You don't want to put the work in.
Doesn't work that
and
way,
don't
guys.
expect the outcome.
You have to put the work in.
Who comes in half-ass talking.
Nothing worth having in life comes easy.
You tried to come in and say that the problem is men. The problem is there are not enough men with money who are straight looking for women. Wrong. It's that many of you women are unfit for the men you're looking for. You're physically unfit, you're emotionally unfit, you're psychologically unfit,
High body
you're
counts.
relationally unfit.
Some of you have
I
kids.
keep a husband. I'm not worried. You're not talking to me.
And your husband he's a successful man.
You know what? I don't have to work. I'm fine. I look young, so I'm not worried.
And you act even younger.
And I want to. Who wants to look old or just stressed out?
This is a damn shame. This is why women think they should be a fucking childish 50-year-old.
No one says
fucking childish 50-year-old. I'm sitting here.
She looks pretty good for 50. I'll give her that. She does look. She says she looks young, so she does look young for 50. But her mindset is also pretty young for 50.
Childish 50-year-old.
No one says
fucking childish 50-year-old. I'm sitting here.
Yo, some of these older women be immature as hell, man.
This is what black men have to pick from.
So one of the selling points of these older women is they say, "Well, I'm more mature than a fucking 21-year-old bimbo who doesn't know anything." And this is what 50-year-olds are doing these days. So the age thing, when they try to shame you, saying, "Oh, you just want an immature girl," it's not necessarily true. I've met plenty of 21, 22-year-olds that are pretty mature, more mature than some of these older chicks, more mature than this female.
Men want
They're not on Kevin Samuel's show getting roasted.
an attractive woman who works like an ugly one. That's right. You ever had special attention from a pretty woman who did it like she was ugly? Oh, I'm going there tonight. Feliz Navidad. Nothing like getting special attention from a pretty woman with a French manicure who's such. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. I don't get too graphic. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, she get in there and get to work. She get in there and get to work. She doing shit you like, God damn, you nasty. Get that shit, girl. Spitting and shit, hawking, yeah. You better keep that pretty girl shit outside. When you come in here, it's time to fucking work. Your daughter, those would be his step grandkids.
Correct.
And do they come around you often?
They do, but because
Listen.
Okay, well, technically,
I want you to shut up. See, you can't control your mouth. You ain't getting nothing except a cat or a dog.
Yeah.
No, neither.
Yeah.
Well, you get nothing.
Well, then she gets neither.
Your mouth is just and ain't no man gonna spend the last 20 years doing this.
Bro, not even fuck. I don't even know if average dudes anymore want to put up with this shit, man. Because guys are waking up to this shit. This red pill content is becoming mainstream. And even though I don't agree with a lot of what some of the red pills, like I don't agree with the MGTOWs, the guys going their own way. They've completely checked out of the game. But I can't blame them for that either, man. Because are these women worth it? Like, is this woman worth it? She's probably overweight. She sounds fat. You can't see her on the video, but she sounds fat. She's got an attitude problem. She probably has a little Aiden or two, eating Welch's fruit snacks. Do you want to put up with this shit? Fuck, man.
I'm telling you, they're not.
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to try. If you decide to try what you fear, what you failed at, you will sleep the sleep of the just tonight, because at least you will say, I tried. I didn't win, I tried. Versus living a life of regret.
Effort is everything, guys. You don't want to be old and having regrets of what I could have done. I could have achieved this. I could have done this. Regret is a terrible thing to hold.
That is the one thing I refuse to do in my life. I will fail. I will fail, I will fail, I will fail, but I will.
And get comfortable with failure, guys. Because you see me being successful today. It came with a lot of failures. I failed at many things, but I had successes. My successes were more grand than my failures. So don't be afraid to fail. Failure is part of life. A lot of people don't take risks or try new things or start that new business or audition for that role because they're afraid of rejection. Same thing with talking to women. Some of you guys are afraid of talking to chicks, but for guys it's a numbers game. You have to be comfortable with getting rejected or turned down. Get used to it. It becomes a superpower eventually. A lot of guys go to me like, how are you so confident? How do you just walk up to girls and talk to them? And I go, well, I just walk up to them and I talk to them, not fearing the outcome of said conversation or interaction. If they say yes, then great. I get the Instagram number. If no, I say, okay, ladies, have a good night, and I move on. A lot of you guys overthink situations. Oh, what if she says no? Oh, you guys have like panic attacks and shit. I've had some of my friends do this too. Some guys who I thought were confident dudes, but they're afraid of women, bro. They're afraid of talking to chicks. But as a guy, you have to play the field. It's your job as a man to approach. And part of that approach is it comes with certain failures sometimes. You know, not all the women you approach are going to say yes, but some of them will. And so you have to not be afraid of failure or rejection.
I regret. I will risk. I will fail. I will risk. I will try, but I will not regret. Because when you are taking your final breaths, you're not worried about anything other than, did I make the most out of this life?
I haven't even seen this video, and I basically said the same fucking thing.
Or do I have a life full of regrets?
Regret is a terrible thing, man. You don't want to have regrets when you're old and dying and said, I could have done this. Oh, I could have fucked this bitch. I could have started that business. I could have started that app. Man, I could have done this. Da, da, da. I could have been the best musician if I tried. I could have been the best singer. Don't be that guy.
Fears and things I didn't try. Fuck that. No regrets. No fear. Ladies, stop living life on fear mode. Make yourself vulnerable to the kind of men you say you want. Gentlemen, stop living life on fear mode. Make yourself available to the kind of outcomes you want.
How many times you've gotten to a club into VIP for free when some ugly chicks had to pay full price?
Is that my fault?
No. I've asked how many times it happened before you go down that path.
I mean, plenty of times in Miami.
Exactly, but that's not fair, is it?
Well, please don't forget I'm not from here.
But that's not the point, ma'am. That's not fair, is it?
I also don't care about those things.
But so you only care about fairness when it doesn't benefit you.
I just don't go to clubs that often.
But that's not the point.
Diversion, bro. What did I say about chicks having PhD degrees when they come out of the womb? Bro, they just divert. They know what. They just whatever. They'll say whatever to make themselves look better. And she doesn't want to admit that she's wrong, and she doesn't want to put herself in an unflattering light, so she'll just say whatever. She'll say whatever is nonsense, diversion, blah blah blah, female logic nonsense.
How many times you've gone to a club where you got in for free where ugly chicks or less attractive chicks had to pay? And you know that's happened. You didn't say, excuse me, sir, even though I'm attractive, I demand that you charge me full price. That's fair, right?
Life isn't fair.
Well, if that's the case,
exactly.
You accept it in the sexual marketplace too.
It doesn't mean I have to accept other people's bullshit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, ma'am, what you've proven, like many feminists and many women, you're okay with the double standards that benefit you.
Facts.
But the ones you don't like, you just throw at the wind, use sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right to deflect and dismiss guys who are normally intimidated by this thing. I'm not. I'm just challenging your position. You're currently married?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ma'am, are you trolling me?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
And you're married, and you're actively on a platform with 1 million folks actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Because he's high value, and I
wow.
like.
She belongs to the streets.
These hoes have no shame anymore, man. Like Western society, it's so rotten now that Western society encourages this kind of behavior. It encourages women to be promiscuous. Yeah, you go, girl. Do what's right for you. And men are told to do what's right. But they're told, do what's right for you. Do what's good for you. And you go, girl, no matter what. No matter if you break your family, your children get hurt, the man gets hurt. Who gives a fuck about the man anyways in Western society? But they have no shame anymore. She's literally on a platform with millions of followers on each platform. Probably 5, 6, 10 million people watch that video. And she knows that many people are going to watch. She doesn't care. They don't care anymore, bro. They don't care. This is a shameless society we live in.
I've heard some pretty interesting.
Bro, if a man did that, imagine if a man did that, he'd be shamed to no end. Even though as men we're told that we're pigs and we're dogs and, you know, we're but players, blah, 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 whatever. Even though it's in our nature to spread our seed. Imagine if a man went on his show and said that. Or any show. He would be ridiculed and shamed. And mocked. And maybe rightfully so. Especially if you have kids involved. But these women don't care anymore, bro. They don't care.
Things in a year and a half of doing this show. But you probably have to be the worst woman I've ever spoken to.
What? Wow.
Yeah. I've heard a woman that actually was going to leave her, but at least she waited for her husband to be in remission before she left him. Now, I was hoping you were trolling, but the more you talk, the more realistic you are. So I honestly hope whoever knows this woman's husband, make sure he watches this video.
So what about the women that didn't choose
yeah,
to raise a
I hope that brother
The
gets out in
50+%
time.
divorce rate, women are filing 70-80% of all divorces. Women are choosing to wreck their own homes every day.
Because they're incentivized in the West to leave their husbands and break their families with a family court system being biased towards women. We lose all our shit. We have to pay alimony, child support. So she can get your resources and not have to deal with you anymore. So why wouldn't they? Because a man's primary resource is his resources, his money, his wealth. That's what we're valued on, and women are valued on their beauty. So if you incentivize women, say, hey, we'll give you this guy's cash anyways, you don't have to have him around and you can go suck some new dick, well then why wouldn't they?
Men are not choosing to wreck
The incentives are completely backwards in this crazy new world that we live in.
own homes and make.
They pay you to not work. They pay you if you leave your husband, break up your family. It's just all the incentive structures are backwards, and it seems intentional sometimes.
Women single parents. That's a choice that women are making.
They want to break apart the family. They really do.
Why? Because their husbands are trash, treating them badly.
Oh, their husbands are trash, and I come from communist Russia, where I actually get beat by men, and I cook and I clean, but then I come to Miami, and now I become hoe, and now I talk shit on Fresh and Fit.
Okay, now here we go with the ad hominem stuff. This is the same stuff that's been piped into the culture forever. That when a woman chooses to break her home, it's always the man's fault.
Gentlemen, beware of a woman who don't want to be ugly in front of you. She always got to look her best all the time. Beware of that chick. But if she willing to let her eyeliner run, she wouldn't. Sometimes you need to look at your pretty girlfriend, your pretty wife, like, hold on, I don't even want to look at you for a minute. The shit that you was just doing. If you ain't ever had to look at your girl like this, you ain't had a real experience yet. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. There is somebody she's fucked that way. Whew.
That's true.
Hurt my heart when I first found that truth out. When I put my little princess up here, missionary position, and
It's true. Spitting facts,
oh,
guys.
yes, sweetie. Whipped cream, and then she getting her back blowed out in the back of an Explorer. The proper thing to do before you
in a Ford Explorer, bro.
Ask.
And I'm telling you guys, excuse me, what he's spitting is facts. Most women, they want to have their back blown out. You know, you can do the missionary once in a while, but every once in a while you got to give it to them good, man. That's what they want.
A question, you answer the question that's been asked. You don't answer a question while asking another one. That's rude. You know, that's disrespectful. You're an educated woman. You should
communications.
Well, then you should know how to do it better than I do.
I definitely do.
Well, apparently, but you're not making a very good showing, ma'am, because you're being very rude and disrespectful as far as communication goes. You've done this many times. I've had to mute you twice.
I'm a PhD.
Answer the question.
At this point, I don't remember the question.
Right. So you have a degree in communication, but you can't keep up with the communication.
Oh, that one there was a violation, personally.
These degrees are useless, man. Most of these degrees, these people are most of these educated motherfuckers. I'm a high school dropout. I've had so many people with degrees work for me over the years. And their degrees never mattered. I never even really looked at the degree. I looked at what they could do. And maybe previous work experience. These degrees are useless, man. These people's professors, they're dumb, libtard socialists. They don't know anything themselves. They've never had any real life experience in the real marketplace. But yet they teach. Like a professor who teaches business in a university. He never had a business himself. What is he going to teach you about business?
Wouldn't have it. And if you do, just have it in a GC, press X, you faggot.
These are Equate flushable wipes. What are these for? Wipe your ass, niggas. Stop wiping your ass with paper, with toilet tissue. These need to sit right behind your toilet, and after you take a shit, you wipe until the brown is gone.
Yeah, man. You use a dry first, then you use a wet, and then dry again. All you motherfuckers with you use only raw, dry toilet paper, your butt probably smells like dookie. Okay?
And yet,
it's the Western way of wiping your ass is disgusting. Like the dry toilet paper shit and only toilet paper, it's disgusting. You got to do dry, and then get some toilet paper, fold it 4 or 5 times, wet it, do your wipe again, and then dry toilet paper, wipe again.
yes, you also need to put your middle finger up and around your bunghole a little bit, nigga. Not no freaky shit now. It's stupid. But you need to make sure you clean out to where you don't want no fucking dingleberries, man.
Dingleberries.
And you cannot wipe yourself clean enough with toilet tissue. Leave these in your bathroom.
Bro, the man said
Bitches will
dingleberries.
appreciate it. Niggas will appreciate it. Wipe your ass with these and then dry off with paper towel. With toilet paper. Do not give to any.
Why would niggas appreciate it, bro?
Through.
I guess
Bitches
because of the
will
general
appreciate
smell.
it. Niggas will appreciate
I guess,
it.
okay.
Wipe your
I'll
ass
let
with
that
these
one slide.
and then dry off with paper towel, with toilet paper. Do not give to anybody based upon your level of attraction or interest. Do or give based upon their level of investment. If she gives one, you give one. She gives two, you give two.
Facts.
Making women,
And I would even say if she gives 2, give her a 1.5.
women not earn your time is a great way to get stuck in the friend zone.
Facts.
Or losing attraction.
Mhm.
You have zero confidence.
When you do too much, you lose attraction. 100%.
And you're a quitter. You're underperforming.
They subliminally, in the back of their head, they start thinking this guy must be low value and be lacking options. He probably doesn't have that many girls hitting him up. That's why he's acting like this. So if she gives you a 2, give her a 1.5. She gives you a 3, give her a 2 when it comes to reciprocation of attention and the affection that she's showing you. Just give her a little bit less than she's giving you.
And you lack ambition. You need to go enroll in martial arts or boxing somewhere and let somebody knock the shit out of you. You got to be.
Honestly, that's that to me personally changed my life. Taking up MMA, boxing, changed my life, guys. I cannot emphasize how important it is for a man to know how to defend himself. So take up some kind of mixed martial art. I don't care if it's jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai. There's many different options. So find what you like, and even if you don't like it, do it anyways. You're gonna be a better man for it, I promise.
Big.
Huh?
You have a big dick.
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No.
When somebody says that, then it means no.
Above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
You know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit.
Yeah, facts.
Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet.
If he says it like that,
you're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing singles at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick. Like it or not, at 30 years old, either you get your butt in gear, get your standards in line with who you are, understand that an average man will be a great catch for you, and he would actually be saving your life. Because when you get to age 65 retirement, are you going to have your $2.4 million saved up cash?
I'm not. That's
So
why I need
where are
a
you going to
husband.
live?
I don't. That's why I need a husband.
So where are you going to live?
I need a
So where you
husband.
gonna live?
Beware of these women who date you or want to marry you at 30 years old because they're doing it out of desperation. They know their clock's ticking. They know they can't compete with the 21-year-old hotties that are coming up. So they get desperate. And so they'll saddle up with a guy they don't even really like that much. And then they'll make the guy's life a living hell. They'll make him miserable. They'll be miserable themselves, not realize why. So beware of these women, man. They'll ruin your life. You want a girl who likes you in her prime, like 23, 24, 25 the latest. Because after that, it's just desperation mode. Those are the guys who marry these 29, 30-year-olds who are not really into them. Those are the guys who get fucked up in divorce court and have everything taken away. So don't be that guy.
Where you gonna live? Where you gonna live?
On the street, because I ain't got no
Right.
husband.
So
She's for the
everybody thinks I'm
streets!
cold, but I'm not. But I'm like, but this is a woman who's not putting herself out there, not doing what needs to be done, saying she can't find the right one, not even in the game,
And
knowing
overweight.
She can't live on one income. What the hell is going on in some of y'all's heads? How is it
Nothing, bro.
supposed to
They have
fix
cheese
itself?
in their brain.
The man said he liked you,
Yes.
and
and he dated you for a month.
Yes.
How long before you were intending to have sex with him? He's 30 years old. He's not a virgin. Ballpark it for me.
Maybe 2 months in.
Oh, that's too long.
Did you
bro.
tell him that?
No, I told him I had
too
bad
long.
experiences with men in the past.
Well, there you go. Ding, 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 ding. Making
So
your
you done?
money in your present, pay for stuff in your past.
Exactly. That's why you don't want a woman with a past or baggage, because then they bring all the problems that they had with other guys into your life. And why should I have to deal with that? I didn't want you to fuck those guys in the first place.
Equals no future.
You should have been a virgin when you met me.
Part of my.
Your problem.
No,
The
it's
wor-
just it's like a trauma, right? So.
Okay, due respect, your problem. The world doesn't owe you and me understanding.
Yep.
Come out, put your big girl panties on, and grow up. Please tell me you're addressing your trauma with a professional therapist. Exactly. People are like, how you gonna say something? You've been divorced.
I don't necessarily agree with therapy. I don't think it's productive or healthy to just sit and talk about your problems all day long to a stranger who doesn't really care, who's incentivized to keep you there because they bill you by the hour. I think the best way is having yourself be your own mental point of origin and understand that life is not fair and life is full of adversity, and just deal with it. And understand that if you have problems, there's always someone out there who has bigger problems than you. There's kids somewhere out in the shit part of the world in the Middle East getting blown up by drones. They don't have food or water. So you people sit here in a Western country in air-conditioned apartments and condos with your fucking Netflix, complain about, oh, my life is so difficult. Oh, I have it so hard. I have anxiety. I have trauma. Shut the fuck up. And stop being such a fucking pussy, and understand that you have it good. If you wake up in a Western country, U.S., Canada, most of Western Europe, you're fucking blessed, bro. Because you don't even necessarily have to be productive or do anything to feed your stupid fucking self. The calories are so cheap and free pretty much because of the welfare system that some of you morons can survive. So be glad that you don't have any real problems that some of the other people in this world have. I come from a third world country. I came here when I was 15. I come from Pakistan, okay? Come from one of the toughest places in the world to grow up in. So I have a perspective on real problems and some of the real issues that people have. Unlike you motherfuckers, complain, always crying and complaining.
Twice, yeah, but I at least tried to be with 2 black women. And I got 1 black child. You can't say just because it didn't work didn't mean I didn't try. But so many of our women are not even trying. And when you're there, you give up so quickly. Last question. The women who came before you, how far do you think we would have gotten as a people with women who have the constitution of modern women?
Not far at all.
Not far, man. The Egypt civilization, computers, internet, iPhone, it was all built in a time where women were women. They were feminine. They kept the home. They gave men children. They listened. They obeyed. All of this came out of that. And now we live in this new world where that is not the norm anymore. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Maybe it's going to be good. I don't know, because we don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be good personally, because so far it doesn't look so good. Society's declining. Most of these women are on some kind of SSRI or health medication in the West. 1 in 4 or 1 in 5, depending on what area you look in. They're all cat lady feminists with dyed pink hair, high body counts. Body counts that's higher than their credit scores. Depressed, talking about I have anxiety, I need to see my therapist. So it's not working out particularly well for women, and it's not working out that well for men either. I do I do okay, because I'm on the top of the fucking food chain, quite literally. But for most men, it's rough out here, man. Even average, below average bitches have a list like this long of what they want in a man. Like even some of the, like, I fucked average bitches and I know how they talk, because I know that the average dudes the average bitches are not fucking with average dudes. They want guys like me, even though I'm way above them in every single metric, scale, or form. But the hypergamy does not care, right? That's why I keep emphasizing, guys, get your game up, because even these below basic average bitches, they don't want average guys anymore. You have to check all the boxes, or if not all the boxes, you have to check as many boxes as you possibly can. Money, fitness, health. You can't upgrade your height. There's certain things you can't upgrade, you know, but the things that you can upgrade them, because you can't just be an average guy here with a Toyota Camry, $40,000, and then expect some women to actually respect you. Those days are gone.
Then, ladies, dislike my tone all you want to, but we need our women not wreck their own homes.
You're an average woman by any stretch of the imagination, and I think that's being fair. Average at best is more likely the term.
He's being very, very generous, bro. She's way below average. I did a video on her. It's called 2 out of 10. It's on my channel. But yeah, man, she's way below average.
Average at best would be.
And this woman was on the show. I watched the whole thing, and she basically wanted a high value man, even though she looks the way she looks. She's 35. She has 2 kids, 2, not 1, 2 kids, and she wanted a high value man. This is what women think now, man. This is how even these below average, bottom of the barrel, 2 out of 10 bitches think that they fucking deserve the world when it comes to a man. They want Lamborghini Aventador money for a busted up 92 Camry.
Pretty fair. But listen.
I'm listening.
But the issue is, so I got to settle for an average man. That's not settling. That's getting what you can afford to buy on the sexual marketplace.
Okay, so if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. I'm gonna be honest, you can't. You're 37 with 2 kids. If they're less than 10% of the men, why would he pick you over a woman with no children?
Facts.
Because you ain't never dated a man making that kind of money.
And you look like that on top of that. The kids would constantly... If I meet a woman, doesn't matter how hot she is, if she has kids, that instantly disqualifies her for anything long term. I'll still have sex with her if she's good looking. But when it comes to something serious, hell no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hail to the no.
You over a woman with no children.
Because you ain't never dated a man making that kind of money anyway. So if you did find one that wanted to wife you, and you became the 1 out of the 4 black women to marry, and he took you on with an average guy's kid, don't you think that would make you pretty damn lucky?
Yeah, and of course I would treat him.
Then don't worry about where else he puts his dick.
But
Yo, they all want G's. They all want top level alpha males. But they're like, okay, but you have to be loyal to only me. And they look like this on top of that. Her face looks like a fucking pizza, bro.
Why?
Look at that hairline. This bitch, bro, with a fucking balding uncle hairline, bro. She wants talking about how I want a high value man. Yo, the game is fucked up, man. The game is fucked up. I mean, she's never gonna fucking get it. Yo, I had a cousin land from Pakistan like a few days ago, and he's walking around with downtown Toronto with me. He's like, yo, I noticed a lot of ugly or like below basic bitches with some fairly attractive men. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's what the game is now, because all these even basic ass bitches only want the high level guys. So it was a shock to him because he comes from a different culture. But Western society is fucked, man. Because these basic women, if you're a basic guy who makes the same money as them, let's say you both make 30, 40 G's, they don't really want you or need you. Right? Because their basic needs are taken care of with that 30, 40, 50 grand. They get food, shelter, housing. The government will take care of them. If they leave you, they'll get your money anyways. So they don't really need you. So you have to be really bring something to the table that's significant. Whether you're just a good-looking guy, tall, got money, or me, all of the above, you know? You gotta have some attributes, man, even to get some basic pussy these days.
He puts his dick.
But
And I'm not complaining. It's just what it is, man. I actually enjoy the competition and I enjoy that the market is competitive because it makes me better. I have to work harder on myself. I have to hit the gym more. I have to get my money up more. I have to get my personality up more. I have to be more funny. And it keeps me on my toes. Keeps me on the edge where I gotta be.
I should. Why? That's that.
No, so here's the thing. So stay with your daughter, buy a dog, die alone.
Especially with that fucking Norwood 2 hairline, bro.
You ladies try to control everything. You honestly want a man who's earning that.
Hold on, bro. I'm gonna show you guys what a Norwood 2 or Norwood 3 hairline looks like, bro. Just so you guys know I'm not talking shit. This bitch has a Norwood 3 hairline. Yeah, bro. She's got this. She's got Norwood. Actually, she's probably a Norwood 3 without the vortex. Yeah. She's got a Norwood 3, bro. Talking about I want a high value man. Hold on. Let's look at this shit, man. This bitch has this kind of balding. I would say even worse. A little bit. Actually, yeah. Right around there. Let's be fair. So she's got a Norwood 3 hairline. Talking about I want a high value alpha male who's also only gonna fuck me with my Norwood 3 hairline. Bro, the game is fucked up, man. The game is fucked, bro. Imagine if you're a high value man, would you put up with this bitch? How did they get so delusional, man? That's what I want to know.
You ladies try to control everything. You honestly want.
It's almost an impressive level of delusion.
A man who's earning that kind of money to pick you out of all the women that's available. And then you want to fixate and worry on where he may decide to do if he chose to do it. The fact that he has to step into a position and raise another man's seed.
Oh! And also she's a baby mama? Oh, hell no! Hell no! To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
Is enough for you not to ever say another mumbling word.
Bro.
Women should be.
Yo, I need a smoke for this one, bro.
And inspirational.
Oh,
now, maybe
hell
you work
no.
for somebody else and you cannot control who you interact with at work. But in your
My
personal
God.
life, oh yes, you can. You most definitely can decide to not have any women, anybody in your life that does not treat you with respect. You can make those decisions. And the thing is, when you carry yourself a certain way, when you treat yourself in a certain way, you will actually give yourself permission to demand the best from others. That's the key. You got to carry yourself that way, give yourself permission to demand that people treat you with respect, address you with respect. Let nothing slide. When someone wants to insult you, call it out, call it right on the mat. Nope. Your name is so-and-so. Your name is Daryl. Don't let them call you D. Say, my name is Darren. My name is Daryl. Do not address me informally. A woman that's in high demand, her mindset is three main...
Yes, guys, conduct yourselves professionally. And if you conduct yourself like a professional, like a man who is worthy of respect, people will show you respect. One of the things I also tell guys, get some suits. Get your suit game up. You don't have to have an expensive suit, but get a suit that actually fits your body nicely. You'll see me on the show with Hugo Boss or Money, designer shit, but you don't have to start off with that. Just get some basic suits that fit you properly, look nice and clean. And that suit would, trust me, wherever you go, clubs, business settings, job interview, it will get you places where you didn't think you could go. Some confidence and a nice suit can literally change your life. And I know that sounds crazy and maybe you might think it's an exaggeration, but it's not.
Things. She's cooperative. She's smart.
Kevin's suit game's on point.
See, all three of those things must be there. She must be smart, but a woman that's smart and disagreeable is not a woman that's in high demand. She's not a woman that's really wanted. A woman who's smart and cooperative, but not agreeable, is kind of useless.
Because she'll only cooperate when she agrees.
Yeah.
A woman who's cooperative
Then
and
she's not really
agreeable, but not
cooperative.
smart is kind of also kind of just blind leading the blind. She must be smart, cooperative, and agreeable.
See, when you came on, you came out with the resume. I'm this, I'm that, I'm great, and that's fine. But tell me about what the men that you want from a woman. Run that resume down.
And they want all the qualities that I have. I would.
Well, then you should have no problem.
That's what I'm saying. I should have no problem.
But
I get attracted
but apparently that's not what they want. And what you are offering is, if what you're offering, you say that's what they want, then you should have no problem. And the thing is, do you make room for the possibility that maybe you present the looks component, but don't present the other part of it?
I have, but I don't think
she is attractive.
Not wanting children. Why didn't you want children?
That's when I was selfish.
Exactly. And I wanted you to say the selfish word, not me. Men don't want selfish women.
Oh, at all.
Exactly.
I've worked for that.
Exactly.
I've seen this one before. She's 30 years old, and now she's having this epiphany moment. They all have an epiphany moment at 29, 30 when they realize that they're losing value. And that's what's happening now. But it's too late now, sweetheart.
Worked on that.
Like the great Patrice O'Neal said, pussy's only good from between 18 to 29.
Gentlemen, if a woman is not good for your ego, get rid of her. Tell her you're not good for my ego. My ego is starving. Why is this important, ladies? Because you wonder why your men step out and exercise their options, because you ain't meeting his needs. See, every woman comes standing with a vagina, but you're supposed to be feeling the girlfriend needs. So many modern women today cannot deliver the girlfriend experience. That's why you don't get the wife treatment. Oh shit. The girlfriend experience is everything I've just mentioned. Respect, affection, support, peace, tranquility. It's the girlfriend treatment.
That's the end of this video. Kevin Samuels was a G. Rest in peace. And there's so much content out there of him, so his legacy will live on, even though his body is no longer here with us today. And I do think that how he died was a little bit suspect. So I think people should look into it. Law enforcement authorities in that jurisdiction should look into it, because it was a little bit suspect how he died. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell next to the subscribe button. That helps us out a lot. These videos take time and effort to make, so a like is the least you can do. This is Perspective, and I'll see you in the next one.